HBG TV 20. We had a Camp Hill match that was exciting as well. We had a Mechanicsburg Middletown match that was exciting. And we're up in here, we're having some fun. These young men are out here just giving 110%, and we love it.
But I will tell you, though, for a barn burner, CD has jumped out to a significant early lead here. We're going to have to see how it progresses through the middle of the lineup. But it appears that Central Dauphin certainly does have the strength in the lighter weights.
I did mention that we're running into the top-heavy part of Central Dauphin's lineup. They're coming up with their studs. Shaheem Poindexter was another place winner out there and at Eastern Nationals for Central Dauphin. He's driving in on a double leg.
Don't stop.
He's stepping over. He's wrestling against Dylan Moyer.
Keep driving.
At 71 pounds, actually 75 pounds.
Stay in good position. Keep driving in, son.
Correction, it is 71 pounds.
Way to turn the corner.
Poindexter does score his 2-point takedown. Midway through the first period. We have no more we have some more action. Shaheem's working that snowplow. 10 seconds left in the first period. Very good matchup between both of these teams. The kids were excited, I understand. They were going to be televised.
I went back into the locker room beforehand, and these kids were so pumped up. They were warming up. I hope they're not tired by the time they were coming out, although these kids seem to have boundless energy.
And second wins.
Second wins. That means their coach is working them out hard.
It's into the first period. Poindexter takes a 2-0 lead into the second period.
Neutral
Moyer
position.
defers to Poindexter, who takes the neutral position signaled by his coach, Kenny Courts.
Can't win unless you can take him down, Craig.
They're in a neutral position. Shaheem has that mixer position. He needs to throw that arm through. He does. There's a 2-point takedown. He has his man on his back. He needs to pull his opponent back, which he does. He steps over.
Got it really tight.
He needs to get it a little tighter. He does have it tighter now.
Double grapevine.
He does have it.
Should be
We're going to get 6 here.
It's going to be 6.
We're going to get 6 here, it appears.
That's exactly the position you want to be in.
Moyer's fighting tough, however.
He needs to come back. There you go.
There it goes.
Taking him chest to chest.
Nothing yet.
Chest to chest. I think
25 seconds.
Here. Plenty of time left on the front. Plenty of time.
Poindexter has it in double grapevines. Moyer's fighting tough off his back.
Needs to pull his head towards him.
These Pittsburgh wrestlers are some tough fighters off their back.
I'll tell you, they're not giving up.
Very good job for Dylan Moyer to fight off his back. We have a stop in action here. Referee is checking the safety of the wrestlers.
We got blood time.
Have some blood.
Blood time on Poindexter.
We also have a 3-point near fall, at which Poindexter takes a 7-0 lead in the second period of the 71-pound match. We have some injury time here. We're going to take a timeout. Stay locked on WHBG TV 20. Action at 71 pounds. Poindexter takes the top position. 4 seconds left in the period. We will wind down the second period with a 7-0 lead.
Poindexter's clearly in control of this match.
It is Moyer's choice. Moyer's choice. He takes a neutral position. Poindexter is in the defensive position. He needs to continue wrestling throughout the match.
It's okay, though. Good attempt on a single leg.
Moyer drives his opponent out the center of the circle, all the way off the edge of the mat. We're back into the neutral position. Poindexter's in the lead, 7-0 with nice double leg.
Nice
attempt,
single
leg attempt.
Turn the double. We say switch off and drive.
Nice
turn the corner.
Back.
Turn the corner.
Good attempt. He's cracking back. He needs to pop his head, get his head to the side, so you cannot score with your head between the legs unless you lift. Unless you lift him up, the John Smith style.
Pull push.
Pull push.
Pull push.
But you have to lift your opponent up. You got to get him in midair.
I still like trying to get your head out, turning the corner, and driving through the guy.
That's that sensible way. That's common sense way. Basic wrestling.
Don't work harder than you need to.
Poindexter has that mixer position again.
He's got that
powers
tight,
his man over with
got that
7 seconds, 5 seconds. We're ending the period.
He's got it tight. He's got it
We're
tight.
in the period here. Another 3-point near fall for Poindexter, as well as a 2-point takedown.
That earns him 4 points. 14 points. That should make it 26-6.
Central Dauphin does often win this league. They are very competitive. They have some wrestlers line up that are Tulsa national champions. They go out to Tulsa every year. We have Kenny Courts, who was the outstanding wrestler. We have some studs coming up here in District 3. Send a message out there to the Concrete kids.
Well, let me tell you something. District 3 this year, even in our AAA and AA, I will put them up as the best quality drop that I've seen since my high school wrestling days. I think we're going to have quite a few state champions and place winners this year out of this crop.
That is saying something. I'm very proud of the wrestlers in the Mid-Penn area and the District 3 area.
And it all starts here, Craig.
Definitely.
It all starts here.
Programs. We have at 80 pounds, Jake Englebright versus Daquan Point Buckner. Actually, it's 75 pound where we have Austin Clucker. Correction, Austin Clucker versus Daquan Buckner. Clucker does score the first takedown to take a 2-0 lead.
Austin Clucker looking like he's trying to reach up, do the old 5-on-2, Craig.
You know all those moves. Winding down the
riding
first
him pretty
period,
tough.
riding that
Snowplow.
So infamous move right there. I love that move back in the day. He's working that. You call that the Oklahoma?
Actually, that's the Oklahoma.
Yes, it is. You got to remember those moves. We got some trivia going up in here now.
The Oklahoma. He could have switched off to a Merkel.
Okay. I never heard of the Merkel or the Urkel. Okay.
Oh, he throws his
headgear. He's ready to get into some action now.
He said 2-0. I'm ready for business.
But in high school, you can't do that.
That actually would have been a deduction of a team point for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Buckner takes the top position. Referee Joe Zielinski's assistant.
And actually, you can't wrestle.
Switch attempt by Clucker.
You can't wrestle in high school without headgear.
No score yet. No change in that position.
Looks like he's earned the 1. The referee could have given the 1.
He
waited to hold it to 2. It's always a judgment call.
Now 4-0 in favor of Austin Clucker.
How can we forget Austin Clucker?
Well, his dad is the one who brought it to my attention that he wanted to see this match on TV. Todd Clucker, who was a 84 grad from Susquehanna High School when he had that bomb squad that beat Still High 66-3 when I had to wrestle against Jared Dom. Oh, man, that was the good old days.
Yep. I remember
18 seconds left in the second period.
What were you, a little 98 pound?
98 pound. I'm 180 now.
Man, you blew up a little bit on it, brother.
We talking about food. We talking about food.
We never had good times when we went on college trips, man. We were sucking weight, spitting, wearing those plastic suits. My goodness.
Buckner's in the down position. He has to work his way up. He's warned for stalling now.
He's got to work. He's got to get his head off the mat. He's got to wrestle, Craig.
I got to mention that Daquan is one of my wrestlers as well at Craig Corbin's All-American Wrestling Camp.
You got to teach him how to get his head off the mat and work hard to get off the bottom.
I have to pick him up every day after work to get him to practice. He's very active in wrestling.
Well, that's good.
He's come a long way as well.
Giving these kids the discipline you earn from this sport, showing them how hard you need to work carries over for the rest of your life.
Buckner takes the top position. Clucker hits that sit-out turn in, very swift and quick.
Very, very good. Very good, Clucker. And he's made his daddy proud. Looks like the lineage from the Susquehanna days is carrying through here in East Pennsboro.
He is a very tough kid. The first kid that
near
came
side
out
cradle
was Alex Clucker, Todd's youngest son, and those boys have been wrestling for
near
quite
side
some
cradle.
time. And I got to mention that Daquan is up against a stud here.
Look at this. Near side cradle, he's got it tight. He's got it tight. He's earned his 3 back points.
Buckner's still fighting.
You don't want to be looking at the lights.
Clucker does have it tight, though. He does have it tight. I don't think he's going to
get off his back and
let go of that cradle.
I don't think.
But I don't think he's going to be able to pin him either.
Nope.
Referee is down there. He does let him off his back for 3 points.
Very, very impressive win here by Austin Clucker.
East Pennsboro will capture their second win in the dual meet competition. with the major decision.
Look, Oklahoma coming back. He's going to try to get 2 more. Time's going to run out.
Into the third period, it was a 9-0 decision in favor of Austin Clucker.
As you can see, Austin Clucker's disappointed in his performance. I thought he did rather well. The determination of the kid to even want to do better. It shows a great quality
Look at
kid
them arms
there.
on that kid.
How?
We're at 85 pounds where Mike Giorgio takes on Clay Durham.
Another Giorgio.
There's a gang of them up in there. There's 3 of them. There's one more coming at 120 pounds.
Hey, how you doing, Giorgio? Hey, how you doing?
Durham takes a double leg attempt. He's driving.
Giorgio
across the match.
Poor position.
He's a step up.
Poor position. Bang his head down and spin, Craig. Poor position. You can't stand there and extend yourself. You got to continue to drive. Giorgio's in a much better position here.
He's a driving through.
Uh-oh.
He drives up with a double leg.
Durham improves his position, but he can't extend himself. Uh-oh. He finds himself in trouble now. Durham's in trouble.
Position again.
And he looks like he's got it tight.
He's
got the double grapevine in from the top. He looks like he's got it tight. He's pushing him back. We got 10 seconds.
Left.
10 seconds. He looks like it's getting
nice.
close.
It's getting
close.
There it
goes.
Ooh, almost. Nothing yet.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. Time.
Oh,
very good job,
all right.
That was a 50-50 right there.
That was close.
Whoever, it appears that Giorgio did have the better advantage.
But I will tell you this. For those of you who don't know, all the time we see wrestlers go to the back, actually the scapula or the shoulders. You need to be down for 2 seconds. It's just not a touch fall. You need to be down for 2 seconds in order to call the pin. For those of you who don't know that, it is a 2-second call.
That is correct.
So we need not to jump as we were up here by saying we saw his back down. He needs to be down there for 2 seconds.
Giorgio takes a 5-0 lead into the second period. He's on the top position. He's wrestling Clay Durham from East Pennsboro.
He's got a tight waist. Actually looks like he's got a one-on-one from the opposite side. Doesn't appear to be doing much with it. Again, he's got to work towards turning the bottom guy. He's got to get out to the side and work. There you go. There you go.
Roll through tilt.
That's a nice
back
tilt.
points.
No, I don't know.
Yes, he does.
That was quick. That was quick.
He gets his back points.
We call him a cheap tilt. Cheap tilt.
2-point back point awarded to Mike Giorgio. We have a stop in action here. Headgear.
I find it interesting. Some of these kids don't have to wear headgear. I don't know.
Well, Coach Courts is not having that. You can't even practice without a headgear.
I know. I had my ears drained many times. You want to advise these kids to have their headgears on.
To avoid cauliflower.
It doesn't ever go away.
It sure doesn't. You see my ears, I wore my headgear.
Craig, I'm way too pretty to have to worry about that. I wear headgear all the time, man.
At the 85-pound weight class, we're winding down the second period. Mike Giorgio is in the lead, 7-0. If you're just joining us, we're covering the most exciting East Pennsboro versus Central Dauphin Elementary Wrestling Championship on WHBG TV 20.
Again, this is for the league championship. Lot at stake. Big trophy behind us, Craig, will be awarded to the winning team. The match is tightening up, and the action continues to heat up.
Giorgio chose the top position. He's still riding tough, attempting to work that roll through tilt again.
He's got it in good position. It looks like he's trying to jam him to one side and then roll through on the other. Again, he needs to work it. He can't just stand there and hang on. Can't stay there and hang on. He needs to work it.
Stop in action. And we have a stalling. Ooh, top man.
Stalling.
Actually, top man would be red. Visitors.
Okay. I would agree with your call, Mr. Joe Zielinski. Very good call. Way to continue to go. That was the right call there. The top guy was stalling.
Giorgio's still riding on the top. He does need to work something here.
He's got to do something. Just has a tight waist. He's riding parallel. He needs to do more than that. He needs to do more than riding parallel. There you go. He's out to the side with a half. Near side leg. Near side leg.
Ooh, he has the half tight, too. But again, he needs to get to the side. He needs to work around the head. There he goes.
Might be too late. 2, 1.
Into the period. Giorgio takes a 7-0 victory over Clay Durham at 85 pounds, which gives